Coming up on today's show, we have a huge Arizona Cardinals rumor, a trade rumor perhaps, in the NFL Draft. Welcome into Cardinals Today. I am your host, Joey O'Donoghue, excited to talk about this football team. But first, I want to give a reminder to everybody to hit that subscribe button, and this is why you do it. When there's Cardinals rumors, when there's Cardinals news, I've got analysis for you as well. Hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. A lot of big moments coming up for the Arizona Cardinals, okay? Trades are going down left and right in the NFL. Free agency is next week, folks, and the Cardinals are going to have some cap space to spend. By the way, that draft is coming up, and you have a top 3 pick. So hit the subscribe button. We want to hear from you. Make this an interactive show. You notice I'll ask questions throughout the whole thing, and I want you guys to comment and get together a community of Cardinals fans. So once we get more subscribers, we can make more videos. This could be daily at some point. If you hit that subscribe button, I appreciate you all. And let's get into what Mel Kiper had to say on ESPN. He went ahead and said the Cardinals, look for them to be a team that will trade down in the NFL Draft. Now, why would that be? Who would this be for? Well, let's take a look at the rumor from Mel Kiper. He is saying, for me, 3 is rich for an offensive lineman this year. That's what Arizona needs. Monti Ossenfort is a let's-make-a-deal GM. I think if you want to move up, 3 might be the spot to go up if you're another NFL team. Huge rumor right here, and I could absolutely see it happen. So there's 2 arguments for the Cardinals' number 3 pick, right? You talk about the best player available approach, right? Everybody says just get the guy who's an absolute stud versus positional needs. If you go best player available, that is Jeremiah Love. Multiple experts calling him the best player in this draft class. Sonny Styles, tested like an athletic freak. He is rising up. He's going to go top 10 most likely now, as is Caleb Downs, Ohio State safety, who, as a pure football player, you could argue is just the safest, best pick in this draft. David Bailey been rumored to the Cardinals a lot too, maybe the best edge in the draft. So a lot to consider here when you're sitting at pick number 3. Now, running back like Jeremiah Love, best player in the class, sure, but that's not going to translate to wins for the Cardinals. You're not a team. You can look at when the Giants drafted Saquon. Like, they did not start winning more games, and that's why running backs usually don't go so high. So you balance this idea of, best fit, best player versus what you need positionally. And the Cardinals really need offensive linemen. They really do need to get this O-line right. If you want Jeremiah Love to have success, who's he going to run behind? Same for whatever the quarterback situation is in Arizona. It's not going to be Kyler Murray. Whoever it is, if you want them to have any chance at looking good, you're going to need offensive linemen. And this is the biggest issue in 2025 for the Cardinals O-line. And you specifically need to fix up that right tackle spot, right? I mean, Jonah Williams and Kelvin Beachum, they are hitting free agency on Monday, folks. And the Cardinals ranked 29th in PFF pass blocking efficiency, okay? The rating was 82.3, 29th out of the 32 teams in the league. Why did that rating come to fruition? They gave up 236 pressures on 746 snaps. Guys, it's not good. It's not a good situation to be in. You see why the Cardinals need to shore up this O-line more than anything in the draft this year and perhaps in free agency. So other mock drafts have Francis Mauigoa going to the Cardinals at pick 3. And I do think Mauigoa is a good pick because of how badly you need a right tackle. But he might fall. Like Mel Kiper was saying, he's not a third player off the board in most drafts, That's a pure positional pick. And they do say he's got a little bit of short arms, but listen, he's a true mauler. Just moves guys, all right? Look at some of his PFF grades from last year. Pass blocking specifically, he excelled. Run blocking, pretty darn good as well, and only allowed 2 sacks the entire year, did Francis Mauigoa. So I would consider this pick for the Cardinals at 3, but he could be there a little bit later. Matt Miller of ESPN rates Mauigoa as the top offensive lineman on my board. Mauigoa was a 3-year starter at right tackle who played like a blue chipper. He comes off the line of scrimmage with elite force and burst in the run game. Does that or does that not sound exactly like what the Arizona Cardinals need right now? A strong, solid right tackle. We already got the left tackle sorted out, right? Big fan of Paris Johnson. Cardinals probably going to look to extend him soon as well. This would help the O-line immensely if Mauigoa can pan out to be a right tackle like that. Another option, perhaps Spencer Fano, a guy that's also been mocked to the Cardinals at 3. But he'll be available later. Also had really short arms at the combine, and he
People are getting worried about Fano, but he is the other option there at right tackle. He's super athletic, versatile, good movement. Thrived when he became a right tackle, but he did play left tackle before that. But the short arms is a big concern here for Fano. And so it seems like Mauigoa would be the Cardinals guy. And you either take him right at 3, which, a lot of tackles go earlier than you usually expect them to just because of how big that need is and how many limited options there are. But you're sitting there at 3, and Love is there, Downs is there, Styles is there, and you're not going to take one of them? A team will definitely trade up with you. Definitely to get one of those studs. And that would be kind of strange if the Cardinals passed up on one of them when they could trade down and get whoever they're going to take instead. So you do have to consider this. You do have to consider that Monti Ossenfort will be answering the phones that night on draft day. He'll be getting calls from teams that need defensive players, like the Cowboys, like the Vikings. Heck, the Chiefs might want Jeremiah Love so bad, they'll move up with you. And then you don't have to move down too far. So one trade idea that I've been hearing a lot here is that the Cowboys would be willing to give up both their first-round picks this year to go up and get Downs, to go up and get a defensive stud, because they're all offense, they need defense. And so if they called you up, Jerry Jones worked the phone and said, you'll have pick 20 and pick 12, 2 first-round picks if you give us pick 3. Would you do this, Cardinals fans? In the comments section, type A for accept if you're accepting this deal and getting 2 first-round picks. D for decline if you are not about it, if you think pick 3 is just too valuable to move down from and you'll risk losing out on Mauigoa at 12, then let me know in the comment section. But I think a trade down for Arizona to still get Mauigoa would be ideal if you are a Cardinals fan. Also, like Blake Miller later in this draft in the first round, who specializes as a right tackle. Maybe you get him at pick 20 in this deal. More Cardinals news for you as we start to round out the show. Adam Schefter says the preseason opener has been decided. It's the Panthers and the Cardinals. They're going to play in the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio this summer. Carolina linebacker Luke Kuechly, who was once one of the greats, and obviously Larry Fitzgerald, inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Well-deserved, rightfully so. And guess what? Come hang out with us that day. We're going to be live on the channel for a watch party. I'm not kidding. We're going live, Cardinals, Panthers, so make sure you're subscribed. Don't miss out. All right, we're going to party. We're going to watch the game together. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to try to do this as often as we can this season if we get more subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. But I'm telling you right now, we're going to go live for that Cardinals game. You're not going to want to miss that Hall of Fame one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Honestly, so well-deserved for Larry Fitzgerald. I'm glad he's first ballot. He's honestly my favorite Cardinal of all time. If you made me pick one, it's Larry Fitzgerald. And I think everybody loves Fitzgerald. I've never heard one person tell me they hate Fitzy. He's just a good guy. He's so well-respected. He's done it with tons of different quarterbacks. Doesn't complain. Just produces. That's why it'd be my pick. But everybody loves him. I love him. And guess what? I think this game will be low-key box office, okay? I mean, the new head coach and the first game action for Mike LaFleur, new quarterback. Now, they might not run their starter out there in the Hall of Fame game, but it's going to be someone that isn't Kyler playing for the Cardinals. So I think people are going to watch this. I hope the Cardinals fans would pull up and watch with me. But I mentioned how much I like Fitzy. I want your opinion in the comments section. Who's your favorite Cardinals player of all time? You got to pick one. Comment below who that is, your favorite all-time Arizona Cardinal. Let's see how we can get all the real Cardinals fans out here dropping names for us in the comments section and replying to each other. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss Cardinals videos. I'm going to help you guys out by giving you Cardinals news, Cardinals rumors as often as I can. So help me to be able to get free Cardinals content out to you as often as possible. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys watching Cardinals Today, and we'll see you next time with another video.